Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, we are. Okay. Everybody, we are live with the World of Ability podcast network. Welcome to the World of Ability, which is our flagship show of the network. I'm going to do here every Saturday at 1 o'clock Central while I'm big. Um, um, at 1 o'clock Central, and so everybody's ability. But so we have a great guest here, Olga. I'm gonna bring Olga here. Uh, so welcome, Olga. Olga, how about we may I say a little bit about who you are, what you do, that kind of thing.
Hi. Hi, everyone. My name is Olga Alexeeva. I'm from Russia. I live in Nashville, Tennessee for 35 years. And I would like to be led for our conversation, just to make sure that the audience is going to get the story they're waiting for. So what would you like to hear from me? My story, how I came to America, and all of this good stuff, right?
Yeah. Well, just again, saying a little bit about your background or what you do, your business,
Okay, okay,
that kind of
okay.
thing.
Um, well, when I came here, I started to paint, and then I had two galleries, opened two galleries, and I was teaching, teaching painting, and it was kind of my dream come true. And then COVID came, and everything changed. I literally lost myself. I was so depressed, and I started overeating just to less my pain from losing my business and everything. I lost myself on the way. And then something happened. I went to a inspirational seminar, and I was in the audience. And one speaker jumped on the stage and shouted, "I'm adopted from Russia." And something in me cracked. I saw myself on that stage, and rest is the history. I I knew what I want to do with my life. I want to be a speaker. I want to be a coach. And that's pretty much where I'm at right now. I am I am now coaching a women. I'm coaching men about resilience. And I'm speaking to women who already built a success. And I am showing them that they can be happy even with the success, because sometimes success is dividing people, whether it's success or relationship per se or intimacy. But with my creative program, I am leading women to that integration of success and intimacy, and make their life more joyful and more happy. That's pretty much what I do.
Oh, that's awesome. I know you've held uh different events, like it's like a Spark event recently. Do you want to say any more about that?
Yes, sure. I What I do, I invite women to my complimentary classes for them to know who I am, for them to feel comfortable. And I'm asking different questions. Where is your energy leaking? Maybe you don't know what's going on in your life. why you're so tired all the time, and how to restore your energy, your mood, your health, your relationship, your joy, your spark. And we going for 60 minutes. Right now, I have a new program called The Turning Point, and I'm really excited about this program because it's really giving people a turning point. What they normally do, they should stop doing. And this is about choice. And I also have a 4 weeks challenge called the Inner Circle. And this is really what I'm excited about, where we have a deep transformation for 4 weeks. And I would love to tell you more about it. But first, come to my complimentary class, The Turning Point. And how to get there is just to dial on a browser, getahamoment.com, and come to classes. I have 5 dates in April, and you can join any date. And we have different time for people to choose something more comfortable, convenient. I suggest everybody just to go through it, just check it out. And if you want to join my 4 weeks challenge, I would be happy to. But if not, just go through the class. I am bringing women awareness that their outcome in their own hands. We don't need to be victims of events. We have control over our mood, emotions, and health and relationships.
Awesome. I see we have hi Kurt.
Hi, Emily. Hi, Olga. So we're
Hi,
rocking and
Kurt. How you
rolling
doing?
today. I'm doing
Yeah,
absolutely wonderful.
you left me alone here. Didn't
I
see you.
left you alone. No, we had Marianne Waikiki checked in. She hopped off right about the time you hopped in. Emily's running the show, and we got my wife Sue. She promises that probably in about 15 minutes. You don't have much time today, do you, Olga? I thought you told me you're slipping this in today, aren't you? Or do you have plenty of time today?
No, first of all, because it's recorded, I cannot ask you a personal question, but I would love to because I was just like um, I wasn't sure what we talking today about. I didn't want just to talk about me. I want to talk about your topic today because it's all human. And so just tell me, what is it today all about?
Um, well, I'm trying to get a sense of things here yet. Did we cover that it's Emily's birthday?
We haven't gotten that far yet. Kurt, I
We
just
got
wanted
never.
to we just wanted to get a little bit about Olga and remind everybody who she is and that kind of thing. That's where
Yeah, I get.
we're gonna
Gotcha.
get to
So
that first before we brought up that. But
it's Emily's birthday today. Happy birthday, Emily.
yeah, thank you.
Um, All right. Yeah, and it looked like we had another one of our friends scheduled to join us as well today. I just got a memo from Emily that we're going to be coming back to part of our plan for today. We're going to revisit next week with one of the friends to be interviewed. I came in a little bit after the start of the show because I was in a breakout room with our friend John Jew. So, Olga, do you know John Jew?
No, I would love to know.
Yeah, he's got his calling card is johnjew360.com. So
Yeah, he's in the
he's
health and
a
he's
health
in
professional, health and wellness, and you know, health services. I don't know if you've heard of it. I think with your networking, some people with Impact Health Sharing. So he's part of that team. He's got Live Pure, Life Wave. He's got it. Here's the Impact Health Sharing. He's also got Truthful Kernel. He produces and distributes popcorn. Supposedly, could say it's the healthiest popcorn on the planet. And so yeah, he's got a little medley of his enterprise and So he and I were in a breakout room at the No More 9 to 5 Club. You know about the No More 9 to 5 Club, right, Olga?
Nope.
No, oh my goodness. Emily, we're
You need
keeping
you
from
need you
I'm not
need to
trying
open your
to.
secrets. You need to open your secrets.
I wasn't trying to keep a secret.
yeah, well, I
That was
caught
my
on to that
purpose.
you two got introduced by nature of the show. See, we're accomplishing so much today, right? Because Emily, Olga, have you talked to Olga before? I mean, I know we've worked on
Not
what we're
to.
doing with her, but
Well, I don't know if it's really to this extent. I mean, I know she's been on a couple of other shows, and I've reached out to her about being on other shows and stuff, but not so like this extent. I don't think that I can remember.
yeah. So yeah, lots of things are culminating in today's show. So I'm putting in the chat of this Zoom session an invite to the No More 9 to 5 Club. So I'm going to do a little screen share here. Um, We've got an affiliate dashboard, but basically for our invites and so forth, we've got a whole back office thing that a lot of groups do. So here's the link I grabbed from this dashboard for welcome into the No More 9 to 5 Club. So there's the founder or facilitator, creator of the No More 9 to 5 Club, Jason McNamara. And so another outlet we can work on together, Olga, for your course and such, to get it out to the crew there. Maury Zelkovich is part of this crew. Have you ever connected to Maury Zelkovich? No, all new people. Okay. Yeah, so this group does 24 hours a month in events. So they're all enumerated here, listed in specific detail to know what they are. And then after the introduction of all the groups, it's laid out in a calendar format. You can see the 24 hours of Zoom events spattered across the month of April coming up. So a lot of enriching things. So Olga, we could set you up as a speaker with
Yes,
the No More 9 to
I would
5
love
Club.
to. I would love to. Yes, I would
Yeah,
love to.
so Emily, are you able to help give our accolades, commendation, and authorize the idea to Jason to say, "Hey, Jason, you're really missing out. You can catch up by coordinating with Olga to be a speaker at the Number 9 to 5 Club." Are you able to make that announcement on our behalf, Emily? You
Yeah,
could even
right.
give him this this show and create a snippet out of what I just said if you wanted. That'd be kind of cool, eh?
Yeah. Well, I'll reach out to Jason and tell him that he needs to have Olga as a speaker. So
Yeah,
Okay.
and that's just a little bit of power of suggestion, everybody, that if you're out there, you have a stage for a speaker, take the information from today. And remember, with all of these shows here at the World of Ability, you get customer service where I leave the cussing to you. If you want to reach out to me, I am at 262-372-1754. Go ahead and send those emails Kurt, Kurt, at spiritofthegame.org. Between Emily and me and my wife Sue and the whole World Ability Podcast Network, we're here to take care of each and every one of you. Each and every one of you are important to the future here at World Ability Podcast. So Olga, when are you gonna start a podcast?
I I have to do uh, my raving fans army first, and then I'm gonna get a podcast.
There you
So
go. I
I
figured. I figured it's on the horizon. Yeah.
okay. I hope so. I am putting in the chat my invite. I have a new complimentary program called Turning Point, and I would love to invite people. Actually, for this for women, maybe Sue would come. HTTP, and this is signing up for like a registration. GetAhaMoment.com. Please put this in the description. I would love people to join and see why their energy is leaking, why, how to shift your thoughts, how to shift your deeds. to keep yourself unbroken emotionally, how not to be a victim of events, and how to be in charge of your mood, emotions, and your spark and joy.
There we go. So I'm going to go ahead and screen share that, folks. I put the link in my browser here, getahamoment.com. Take a look at what it does. It's a forwarding link. Takes you to ultraverity.com/the-turning-point. And there it is. Discover your aha moment. Look at, there's Olga right there. And continue down. Look at all the things that are going to be unpacked. And then you just click this button on the bottom and
Yep.
away you go. The aha moment. And there, like Olga was saying, you go through the registration and look at the options you have there throughout April. April showers bring May flowers. So be a part of the event and bloom and blossom to the best version of yourself. Here we go.
Thank you
So,
so much. Thank you.
yeah,
So
you bet.
when do you have your next guest?
Uh, well, like I said, Brian was going to be on with us right now. Obviously Emily is going on other things. Apparently, she's taking a back seat. So I'm coming in here to fill the gap for the next 5 minutes with, Sue coming in here. She's up in Rice Lake, Wisconsin. That's where my in-laws are, and
Mhm.
they were out and around shopping, and so they had to get back to the house and. Um, they're catching lunch and whatever. So after their luncheon, Sue will be on momentarily here. I just got a text from Emily that she's going to be back on. So then what happens in about a half hour, Olga, we have Mariana Waikiki comes on. We have Santa Papa John. You know Santa Papa John, right?
I guess I can kind of join you a little bit later because I am on my learning program. So I don't have
Oh,
whole
okay.
day, but I thought, I promised you to be here at 1 o'clock, and I normally keep my promise. And I'm just glad to see you. And we can chat privately.
Yeah. How long does your learning event go? Is it like one of these things that goes for a couple hours or so, or?
Yes, yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, just go ahead and enjoy your learning event. You're welcome to pop back in here. We do treat
Yeah. When I
this
have
as an open house party style that, but yeah, I
how
don't
late
want
you
to.
gonna how late you gonna be open?
3 p.m. is their closing. 3 p.m.
Uh,
Central.
3 p.m. Central.
Yeah, so for another 90 minutes, we keep on live streaming here for the next 90 minutes. Absolutely.
All
Yep.
right. All right. Thank you so much. It was nice seeing you.
Yep. You too, Olga. We'll see you again in a bit. Bye for now. All right, folks. So yeah, this show, Olga was kind of asking what our program is here. Again, the backdrop to this show, the World Ability Podcast, is that 15 years ago, I had an element that is the Roscoff Rocket on Blog Talk Radio. And then I got into disability advocacy and served as the vice chair of the Wisconsin Council on Physical Disabilities in the last 10 years. And as a result of that, I was inspired by Marty Hagedorn with Youth Rising Up out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. He does that radio show, and he had a conversation with me to say, hey, what you're doing over on the disability services side, what about doing disability advocacy? Kind of having his Youth Rising Up program as an example of, his focus is serving inner city youth. And, so basically to have disability advocacy radio with River West Radio out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And so we continue that show today, 10 years later, still running strong every Wednesday. Sue, my wife Sue, also hosts that show Wednesdays starting at 7:30 Central. and it's a 29-minute radio show. Um, and then it's 29 minutes because at the 29th minute, the computer kicks in the 1 minute segue from our show to the next show and keeps on running in clockwork fashion with automation, running community radio with the low power signal out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, WXR WLP, and LP stands for low power. And it's because the signal goes about 10 miles, and then it drops off. But not too bad of a thing, 10 miles around. So a 20-mile diameter. And so to catch a 20-mile circle around Milwaukee, that's pretty good opportunity there. And they simulcast to SoundCloud, and then we run it out onto our YouTube, and then have the recording going out to nonprofit TV and distributing out to our global streaming television networks, and going from there. And then you got all the social media stuff, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, X.com, so on and so forth. So we're working all the magic here to get out there. So the World Ability podcast came in because I formulated Ability Fest, and we've got a partnership going with Milwaukee World Festival Inc. out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, home of Summerfest. Summerfest being the world's largest music festival. So we brought to them Ability Fest, and they liked the idea. Um, we have not delivered Ability Fest with Summerfest grounds yet with Milwaukee World Festival Inc. We got interrupted like everybody else with COVID. We had it set in 2020, and I've just been so preoccupied running all the circles with Happy Neighborhood Project, Spirit of the Game, Optimus International, helppedia.org, so on and so forth. So much going on. And that's where in 2020 we created the connection with Marcus Hart, Transform You. And so we co-created Transform You Media Network, and he's always had the Transform You live show, and that's where we met him as well through West Radio. He interviewed Jory Prudziński, my Shertel relative, founder of Hope Instilled, hopeinstilled.org, your oasis for people living in chronic pain. And so Jory actually, for a handful of years, led the hosting and the operating of our show. He was trained up in the running the switchboard and everything. I, to this day, I'm still not trained up on running that radio switchboard, nor is my wife Sue. Which actually we're in a different model now, because now we can just broadcast from home, and the folks at Riverwest Radio take care of all the broadcasting for us because they just join us on the Zoom, and then they take the audio from the Zoom feed and put it out on their antenna and their SoundCloud and onto their live streaming access on riverwestradio.com. And so that's the partnership there. They do that on their side. We do all the magic on our side, like we are here, World Ability Podcasts. And with everybody we were working with in 2020, um, I saw the opportunity with the 30th anniversary of the Americans with Disabilities Act to to do a kickoff, a reveal party episode on Sunday, July 26, 2020, and do the whole event of the anniversary party for ADA, the Americans with Disabilities Act, and then with that announcing from there forward, World Ability Podcast would be running as it is right now at this moment every Saturday. So that's the background to this. And with the radio show, I structured the broadcast work we do to be like governors' committees. Governors' committees for people with disabilities are constructed with the board for people with developmental disabilities, board for people with, who are deaf, or council for the deaf and hard of hearing. And then you have the council for the blind and visually impaired. You have the agency work with mental health. and then substance use reduction to look at the work there. And then I add on the aspect of um, those living in chronic pain to tie in the work of Jory Prajinsky and hopeandstill.org. I find that that's all wrapped up in there. And then this gets us on a trajectory where I say the work that I do, and as I build teams and I do community organizing, I have a whole element of being the private side of social work. So when you go to counties and you look at how county boards are having reported to them unmet needs from the county agencies, and then what are counties going to do, if anything, or just to at least be aware of that and have it be part of the reporting, to stay on top of with health and human services, social work, kind of government goes to a point to respond to all that, but it's not entirely done when government resources are um, are expended. So there's a continued human response need, which goes back to, decades ago where the 501c or the 501 tax code was put together to unfold that. The great idea that, if the public sector is not providing a complete response, opening up this whole element of more public entities being open up to have a private inspiration and to elicit that private response, but to have a public entity of a tax exempt organization, and then to be able to provide tax write-offs for people donating to a 501c3 organization. And so that's pretty much the culture, custom, genetic memory of the past decades is that's just how we do it, right? In the USA, 501 tax code is a USA IRS tax reference, federal tax ID, or a federal tax code element. And, so that's all available there. Um, so the World Ability podcast is concentric to all that. And then the design, the layout is that across a year on the calendar, um, we look to span 6 lanes of life, I call it. So our faith life, our service life, our lifelong learning, our civic role, our work life. And then when we say we work to live, what's living it to us? So all those fun things, sports, rec, hobbies, pastime, leisure activities, travel, So here at the show, we try to learn all these things in terms of arts, entertainment, music, all the things. That's all a part of the entirety of it all. To bring it to its complete and most natural conclusion, we want to take a look at all the different hats people wear, and then to kind of have a semblance of it, to have a sampling of how it all fits together for a person. So Emily, are you out there? You went off video, Emily. You went off your audio. You backed off from hosting, Emily. It's your birthday, but
I'm
are you out there? Can you pop on video? Can you join on in and co-host this
here.
show? What's going on, Emily? What's the report? What's the news?
The news. Uh, Today's my birthday. Um, that's the biggest thing from today. Uh, and I want to thank everybody for the birthday wishes and so on so far. And it looks like I've gotten quite a few happy birthday messages. So it's awesome. But yeah. I encourage everybody to join us for this show or any of the other shows. We'll be here for like another just over an hour. So if anybody is tuning in to help celebrate my birthday and or be on the show, whether today or any day, I'd love to have you. So, yeah, and so I guess one sort of news thing. We are going to be starting a new show in just a few days here on the Pet Power podcast with our friend Tim Miller. I met through the number 9 to 5 club. So one of our few pet related shows that we have, along with the World of Pets with friend Debbie and Greg Boone, who just started For Pet's Sake a few weeks ago as well. So just everybody to tune in into that. And I see we have Marianne joining us again. So um, so welcome, Marianne.
All right, Marianne, feel free to chime on in here when
All right,
you're
Marianne, feel
ready.
free to.
Sounds like we're getting a knockoff from her side.
All right, so Emily, you mentioned a show in an hour. Can you tell us more about that?
It will be no, I said we'll be going for another hour for vulnerability. That's what I meant, but also, in a couple hours, we have, as far as I know, we're having the ability now, with CC. But she usually is doing it the first Saturday of the month. So, kind of about her life experience and her water situation, and her life experiences, and so on. So for everybody to tune into that too. So, right, Kurt.
How do they tune into it? You say tune into it, but
Oh,
nobody knows how to tune in.
Yeah, right now I can turn it into my Ability USA YouTube. So I'm kind of working on getting YouTube's working here, but for our new shows, but if I go to youtube.com and go to the say no. So if you go to ability or not youtube.com /ability USA now 487, it'll be should be that YouTube to tune in as well. Right, so and another thing, I know I'm going to do many things kind of here at the same time. Recently, I think a week or so ago, I'm a part of a planning committee for the Integral Autism Conference, which is a yearly conference. And we just decided or got the date of when this year is going to be. So this year is be November 7th, 2026, which is the first Saturday in November. Which is going to be a hybrid conference, so in person and have online, like on Zoom. So we're still working out details, other details, so stay tuned for that. The in-person part is going to be at the Goodman Community Center here in Madison. But as far as other details, we're still in the very early planning stages of that, so stay tuned for our details as we get them worked out. So those are my biggest announcements at the moment, Kurt, I can think of.
Okay, so in terms of the integral conference, again, you're saying this stuff, Emily, and we need to help people be able to find the information and stay tuned. Yeah, definitely stay tuned through this show. But you can also go to integralautism.org. Integral is an acronym, interactive networking talks and education for growing autism legitimacy. And there's the announcement there. Hybrid event on November 7th at the Goodman Community Center in Madison, Wisconsin. And you can get all the other particulars through the site. You can make your inquiries if you want to volunteer. And then you got the social medias and showing it's hosted by the Autism Society Wisconsin. So you're part of Autism Society South Central Wisconsin, right, Emily? So apparently, Autism Society of South Central Wisconsin is working together with Autism Society Wisconsin.
Yeah. So recently, well, before there was like ended up being two separate things. There was the Autism Society of South Central Wisconsin, and then there was the like Greater Wisconsin Autism chapter. And just recently, and like a few months ago, the two of them kind of merged. So now it's Autism Society of Wisconsin, but as the overall thing, but the individual chapters are still kind of around and stuff. It's just the main thing kind of merged into the bigger thing, if that makes sense. I'm not sure how to explain it at the moment, but so but yeah, I'm still kind of in the part of the South Central part of it, yeah. If that makes sense.
Yeah, so basically the organized parts that everybody's used to from South Central Wisconsin and Southeast Wisconsin, those still exist and are carried out for their more regional offering and the logistical benefit of all that, and carry forward the history of success and just keep going down that road. But pretty much now you have Autism Society Wisconsin, which means that as far as the Autism Society is
It
concerned,
covers I mean it covers the whole state now instead of just like the region, even though they're still kind of the region things, but the bigger thing, instead of just calling Greater Wisconsin, is only like northern. But both, it's covering the whole whatever. It's kind of whatever, but yeah, there's a lot of yeah, I don't know how to explain it at the moment, but yeah. Oh, look who's here. Sue Rathkoff is here.
I made it. Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you. I've gotten lots of birthday wishes and again sung the happy birthday song a few times and whatever. So
Nice. That's the way it's
and
supposed to work.
which included yesterday, which included Edwin's cha 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 during it, and as usual, whatever. So and then
Excellent.
even Santa sang happy birthday to me a little bit ago. So a few hours ago. So it was good.
That's pretty special.
Yes.
Yeah. Big plans today? Besides, the
Uh,
world celebrating with you?
um, probably
Because
going to
you
church.
do look like you're on top of the world there.
Yes, having cake and ice cream later, and meeting up with my parents and stuff. So
Nice. Okay,
Yeah.
now I gotta ask, what flavor did you end up getting? I'm guessing chocolate cake,
Uh-huh.
chocolate frost,
And
or chocolate, I almost said frosting. Ice cream or vanilla?
uh it'll
Or
probably
not
be
sure.
more vanilla this time, but yeah.
Very nice.
And so the person I thought was going to be coming on today is actually ended up coming on. Sounds like gonna come on next week. Something else came
Oh,
up, I guess.
okay.
Uh, Mariana's been in and out a couple times here. Uh, and then we had Olga on for a few minutes. A
Excellent.
little bit ago, she couldn't stay because of something else going on, but just to let you know what's happened so far.
Perfect. Well, I'm up north, so we've had an interesting day so far. We've been actually it's prom season, so we've been looking at dresses and we're getting close.
Has Lana found the perfect dress yet, or not yet?
Maybe, but they didn't have it in her size here. But we did find a
Oh,
place that I think has it in stock. We actually have to call yet, over in Fond du Lac. So
oh, okay,
we're gonna be driving by there on Monday. We'll be really close. So if they have it in stock, once we're done here, we're gonna make a call and see if it's actually there or not. Because the shop we were at was able to look. I don't know what she could see, but somehow she seemed like she could see where that dress is in stock, in her size and close to where we are gonna be. So
well, what
fingers
color is
crossed.
it? What color are we getting, or
It's
what does it look like? Big and
So if
poofy,
it
or
works
what?
out, so one color she was not interested in was green. But this
Oh,
one, I think everything she's seen so far was like a light green, and that just wasn't really the right color for her. But this one is like
okay,
an emerald green. She was
okay.
not going to try it on, and then she did, and it's like, oh, wow, that's pretty.
She decided
It
she
was
liked it then.
it was not what she was expecting, but
Oh,
it was
okay,
nice. It just was not the right size. It's like it's one of
okay,
those they only have one in the store, and they order whatever size you need,
okay,
and it almost fit, but it was like, yeah, it just wasn't quite the right fit. So they measured her and they were great. So, and they even had, for somebody else, they had a seamstress there that was going to be doing some alterations for somebody else and just happened to be there while she was trying things on. So was able to give us all sorts of insights, like, if it needs to be adjusted, this is what can be done. And then, so I was
oh,
like, what the heck? That was meant to be, to have the right person there at
yeah,
the moment when we were there, because
perfect timing.
exactly. So up until now, it's been um, maybe finding a dress that was kind of okay. In this particular place, she had three different ones she tried on, and she potentially could have gone with any of those three. Like she liked them well enough that it's
Okay.
like, what just happened? This is amazing. And then to top it off, I don't know, I'm giving away all our secrets already. There's a place called Yours, Mine, and Ours. It's a thrift shop where my mom volunteers. She's been there for
Okay.
years, and we did stop in there because she said they had a few prom dress kind of things, but literally had one, two, three, four, like five maybe. And there's one that was in her size. I'm like, just try it on to see how it is. We bought it. It
Oh,
was
jeez.
like it's our plan B. It was $15. I'm like,
I
it
don't think
looked
you can
nice
get
on
a
her.
better. I don't think you can get a better deal like that, especially for a prom dress.
Exactly. And it's not it's similar to one that she was interested in, but not quite, but it's like it looked nice. It's again, it's one of these where it's like it's pretty simple compared to what she was hoping for, but my goodness, it looked great. And it, like I said, it was a little oversimple for what she wants. So but I'm like, it's plan B. We have one in hand in case we don't have anything else. We've got one. so
Yeah, yeah.
so
It's
it's
always
been a
good to.
day.
It's always good to have a backup plan in case something happens. But I'm glad she's having success in finding something because uh, sometimes it can be hard to find stuff and whatever.
And we're getting
So
close now because we got like 2 weeks. And actually, we did
yeah,
order. The nice thing about even like Amazon these days, there's she ended up finding a couple on there that should be here in time. So we ordered them, and we won't have to pay the bill until like a month from now. So like as soon as they get in, she can try them on, and if it's a no-go, they're going right back immediately. So that's one nice thing with Amazon, that you can actually try it and then send it back if it doesn't work. But so one of those might end up being a winner yet too, and those were a lot more reasonable because prom dresses are expensive.
I know, right? That's why I said the $15 thing that you got the fifth. That's like a deal, especially for prom dresses. Yeah.
Yeah, amazing. So it's been an adventure. It's been fun. Actually, we've been having I've really enjoyed getting to see all the different ones, and we've taken lots of pictures. And I don't have permission to share pictures, so I'm not going to put them on here. But
Until after the fact, right?
till after the fact. Yep. Once we know
Okay.
what's for real, and yeah, it's been an adventure, because I think on the way up yesterday, she must have tried on somewhere in the neighborhood of 20 different dresses between four
wow.
different shops, and so it's been fun. And the
Yeah.
adventure continues. So warning for Kurt, we may be making a stop on our way up, as we are going to be seeing UW Stevens Point on Monday, and I think we're going to have to factor in a little extra time to make a stop on the way up, because the shop, we did map it out, and it's literally like, I don't know, half a mile off our path of where we're going anyway. So
Jeez.
so it's pretty ideal. But I see Marianne is here. Hey, Marianne, how are you?
Hola, ¿cómo está?
Muy bien.
Very good. Yeah,
Thank
well, we are in Holy Week here in Mexico. Expected over 1 million people to come down to Mexico. I think half of them showed up here in San Carlos yesterday.
Wow.
And they had 30 boats going out last night, said the captain. He didn't dare leave the marina because he'd lose his parking space. It was absolutely full.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
They put up fences in the freeway, I guess, because so people can't quick turn around, and so the traffic has to go one way. And a lot of the restaurants and the yacht club, the marina closed down because they know, and they got out of town. So I took care of bills with my landlord, and we went, and it was just chaos. I went to the marina and picked up a new swimsuit, and the traffic, it gave you a headache. The police are out. There's security in the little grocery stores now. And yeah, you can't buy glass alcohol bottles of wine, which is a good thing. They had on that, only plastic. So you know, people who live here know to shop, but those things change and stuff like that. So you know, to go to the store, and we were gonna go to Walmart yesterday in the other city, and I told Captain Carl, I said, no way. I said, I already have a headache. We're not gonna go through that traffic and then come back to this traffic here. It's bumper to bumper. It's just chaos. So the crazy thing was my neighbors have an Airbnb, and the apartment that I'm in too has a few rooms they rent out. So it's like, okay, let's get some crossword puzzle games online to do, because when the noise gets so excessive in the middle of the night and you can't sleep, you're going to sleep during the day because they're going to keep you up all night long. They play the music all night long. Well, luckily they didn't do it last night. So I was preparing myself. So I'm playing some new crossword games and slide puzzles. And, but the fun thing was I came home, we had the new pink moon. So, you know, I got good energy and I wanted to declutter, okay? Because I'm pulling out my swimsuits and stuff. And, you know, my sail bag and stuff I haven't worn or used, or we're not sailing all the time. So it's like my neighbors have a tienda, their house, where they hang, you know, swimwear and clothes. So I got rid of all of that. So it felt good, that energy cleanse. And what I want to share with you is funny, because all of a sudden the Airbnb people showed up and they were setting up tables, and they had a live band yesterday afternoon. So it got me more motivated to clean and clutter. And it was funny because I'd walk down, and I would walk down with a different outfit every single time to drop off clothes to them. And they got a kick out of it. And yeah, so it was great fun. And I called Robert. I go, can you hear it? I can hear it's in my room. They're like live in my room. They sound like Dave Matthews. And the guys had just two drummers. So they were using background music. And it was fun. So I went over and danced, and they played for a couple of hours. And I brought, it was Good Friday, so it's Holy Week, and it's around the world too. But they really celebrate it down here, and so I brought a big thing of spinach salad with peppers and stuff in it, a nice healthy one. And then they made barbecue. Oh my God, it was so good. So good. Tacos. Oh my gosh. So it was a nice fiesta. So knock on wood, it's overcast today. I went to go to the Santa Rosa store to possibly book sign, but the manager wasn't there to put a table out. So I may go back. And I was just kind of concerned about the heat being out there, but it's overcast. And if not, I can try and do it tomorrow. So that's what I was doing. So I've been decluttering, and guess what the universe did? Not only to me and Brennan, but I throw out compost, and the universe left these 3 palm trees out there. So I brought them to my pool, and so I'm drying the roots out. And we went to the creation shop, and I'm going to try and pull a picture up here, but
Okay.
they have these tires. This artist made tires into coffee cups that you could put plants in. So we went and picked up all 3, and they look really different on my pool patio. So I'm like Alice in Wonderland now, and they're super cute. So the universe gave me palms, and I know we had Palm Sunday, and Brennan had the same thing too. A neighbor had to move out and left him a bunch of plants. So we got gifted this growth, and I'm writing a book called Growing Acts of Kindness now for the Mexico community. My Canadian neighbors went and saw where the new hairs, which is women and children, were under tents and gardening. And I got ideas from them, and I wrote the book, and I read it to Sandra before they left. My Canadian neighbors are all gone, so no more card parties, no more sweet treats during the week. And so anyway, so yeah, it's kind of like, it's just, we did so many fun events, and going to the Colibri restaurant. And then last week too, and I missed, I'll tell you about Wednesday. But there was, his name is Hugo. He came to look for an apartment because he was selling a sailboat in Marina Real. And the new owner is from California, needs a place to stay. So we ended up talking, and she's going to be coming here. I said, this is kind of like the hub. I talk to sailors, they come and stay here and work on their boats or put their boats in the water, etc. And it's great fun. And he took me out for pizza at the same restaurant and stuff, and he had never been there. So then I had Captain Carla come over, and she is sharing property, and the owner, he wants to buy her house. So she was looking at property, and she wants to put 2 sailboats on the property with a tarp between it, like an Airbnb, because we see these sailboats on sticks, right? And that's what she wants to do. And she's a go-getter, okay? She knows, how to do this construction stuff and all this stuff. And she's a retired veterans nurse. And I said, go for it. So Hugo had this land. He's got several spaces. So we went and looked at that Wednesday, okay? And so it was just her and I, and we went up there, and it's the desert, but you can see the ocean. It's not, and so we hung out there. Well, then we actually went 4-wheeling, okay? We got off-road, we didn't have internet. We're just taking these dirt, stone paths, looking towards the water, and just praying that we're gonna get through this. And oh my God, it was a bumpy ride. She got new tires on her truck. I mean, we were 4-wheeling, it was badass, okay? Badass. We don't swear. but we were badass. And then we went to the marina because that's where we ended up at that side of San Carlos. And I said, let's go down to the Embarcadero, and we did. And so we had a good time and then shopped. And then I came home and had the pink moon energy to just clean my windows, all the windows in the apartment, because it was just a lot of dust. And I think it's the new moon energy too. And you may have felt it. The Amy at Creation said she felt this cleaning surge. I said, yeah, it's the new moon. Everybody's getting rid of things that are no longer serving you any purpose. It's a pink moon. And, the season's here for us. I know you guys are still in snow, but it's 80 degrees here already. The air conditioner's on. I'm gonna put the ceiling fan on. We're in the pool. It's gonna be hot. So, and I'm grateful because I'll have stuff to look forward to with creatively writing more Acts of Kindness series books. So there you go. And I'll be heading up to Tucson now in June with her, and I'll be taking care of medical, and then I'll be coming back down here. And so the idea is to work on some more books, and so there you go. But that was my Easter gift. And so these coffee cups are my Easter baskets, okay? I gotta try and find if I can pull up the pictures here. So anyway, so that's what we got going on. I hope Santa Papa John joins us because we have the book club, and we are reading Cool Acts of Kindness dedicated to Leon McLaughlin. And so we got good stuff happening.
Gotta love it.
So
And actually,
one of the other books that I written, worked on the cover, it's called Humming Acts of Kindness. For
ready.
Mendoza and the Colibri, and he's going to introduce me to the Literary Council of Sonora. And so we can discuss these books are now going to be bilingual, English and Spanish, and how we can get them on the reading list here in Mexico. And so it's a different journey, something new to look forward to, and go, oh, do I want to start this again? But yeah, I gotta have something to do when it's extremely hot. But there you go, that's the colibri. The colibri means hummingbird. And we go to the Colibri restaurant, and that's where they have a lot of fundraisers for the SPCA, for neutering and spraying dogs down here. The street dogs are out. I wrote a book too about the street dogs of San Carlos. And that's called Coastal Acts of Kindness with beach cleanup. And now I got Growing Acts of Kindness for the gardens. And creativity is just expanding. Happy birthday too.
Yeah, Emily's birthday is today, so we're celebrating her as we're going along here with World of Ability. And I think the universe heard you say snow, because you no more than said snow, and I'm looking outside and it just started snowing. It was sprinkling a little bit of rain on our drive earlier, but now it's actually fluffy snow. So can I blame you for that? Amazing.
Well, I guess it's manifestation, right?
Well, and I'm actually in northern Wisconsin right now, so I'm not at home base. A little bit further north right now, so it's I actually didn't look to see how warm it is at home. But yeah, it's like I thought it was mid-30s here, but apparently it's dropped just a little for it to be snowing now. Amazing. It says it thinks it's 37 here, but it can't be. Yeah, it's in the 40s at home. So if you've got, what did you say it is by you? 70s? Sounds kind of amazing right now. And let's see. I did grab here. Did you want any book trailers to be played at this point, or would you like to wait? Is Santa coming on here today yet? I was late getting on here myself because with all the things going on and not being at my normal location, I'm a little bit of catching up myself. So I thought I heard Santa might have been here earlier. Is that accurate? I don't know, Emily, if you're still in the background, if you want to fill us in on what his timing was.
No, Santa hasn't been here yet.
Oh, he has not been here yet.
On
Okay.
the little building, no.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I do know, actually, give me just a quick second here. I'm going to see if I can pull up some information with Project Die Hard. That's definitely a piece worth sharing here.
I thought I saw something, a video from Brian at the Tater Days.
Perfect. That's what I'm looking for.
Not too long ago, I thought I saw something about it, or a video about it, but.
See if I can find that, and I'll play that here because I know he
think
sent
I
out
think
some notes.
I think I saw it on his one of the Facebook pages. Not sure if it was his own or project or whatever, but
Oh yeah, 54 minutes ago. Here, let me get down to the beginning here. Okay, I'll share my screen and show you guys what's all happening down in Kentucky right now. Oop, hang on. Let me do that again. I forgot to click the button to share sound. Rookie, here we go. All right, so Project Die Hard can easily be found on Facebook. If you head there and look up Project Die Hard, or if you just type it in, facebook.com/ Project Die Hard 22 is how you find Project Die Hard. Go ahead and head there, follow that. It's always a good thing to be following what's happening with the crew there. But here is where exactly he is. This he put up. I have not read this one yet, but this is from Die Hard 6, which is Brian himself. Got a call from a veteran, so he is going to be in Benton, Kentucky at Tater Day at the Spring Festival throughout the weekend. I'm gonna read this out loud. Let's reading it for the first time here myself. We went as far as Die Hard 6 could take us until a call from a veteran changed everything. Now we're almost set up at Tater Day in Benton, Kentucky, April 3rd through the 6th. You'll find us on the back side of the police station. Stop by the tent, help get it done and this is what would have been at 0900 today, and see exactly what Project Die Hard is all about. The mission is simple but urgent. Not one more veteran lost to the demons they fight alone. Come talk with us, get involved. Don't have time? Scan the QR code and to support or to learn more, because it all goes to the mission. So this is pictures of the tent being set up here. So I'm going to go ahead and scroll up, because this would be a minute of info that he shared. Let's get that on here. Oh, I thought I hit. There we go.
Come on down, right? Hey y'all, Die Hard 6 here. Trying to get this thing all working. We're down here in Benton, Kentucky. Come on down, right? Tater Day is in full effect. If you got questions, come and ask. That's all I can ask. If you look here in our little booth, I got 3 chairs waiting for you to come ask your questions. Because if you don't ask, you don't know how to help. Big shout out to Drew Williams for getting us this spot here at Tater Day. We're right behind the police station. You saw the truck, right? You cannot miss us. So come on down, rain or shine, we set up, because a veteran may need hope.
Oh, that is fantastic. So, and look at that. 418 people have already seen that video. And as we go up, you can see this is, you can't miss the truck. This is on the back of the truck. When the wind hits, the mission goes on. Oh boy. So the wind was going. He is strapped down to the truck. Now I'm seeing it. Wow. If it ain't raining, we ain't training. Come ask and see how you can help bring hope to heroes. Here's the setup there. That is fabulous.
So, Sue, can you see my Alice in Wonderland cups?
Oh, yes. Here, let me stop my share for a moment here so we can make that nice and big.
Spots. Look at that. Those are tires.
Oh, my goodness. How fun is that?
Huh?
How fun is that?
That's my new Easter baskets.
Excellent.
So here's my book, Rabbit Acts of Kindness, No Bully, and coloring books. If you could be kind, we have a Rabbit Acts of Kindness, No Bully book trailer. Let's showcase that for our Easter special. And we'll wait for Santa Papa John to come on. If not, then I can read the book.
All right,
So
sounds good.
Rabbit Acts of Kindness.
All right, well, I've got one more video I see here that Brian posted today. Let me go ahead and play this, and then I will pull up that trailer, and we'll do that right after this. Let's see what the update is here. Let me get my sound up. Here we go.
Why am I sitting down here in Tater Day and it's raining and it's windy and all that? Because when I say Die Hard will be set up, it will happen, because that could be the one day a veteran needs to talk. And that's the purpose of this mission. That's why we do events, to meet veterans and give them hope. And yes, spread our mission. Imagine what we could do when our first facility gets done. Look at our Facebook page. That's all I can ask. Tell everybody about us. Die Hard 6 out. Hey, y'all.
Hear the rain in the background. Oh, hang on. I gotta make this small again.
Hey, y'all. Die Hard 6 here. Let me answer the question, why Die Hard 6 here?
There we go. I made my screen a little too big. All right, so let me pop over here, and I'll go ahead and get that trailer brought up so we can see our Rabbit Acts of Kindness. Scrolling down to it, so hang tight as I find this. Here it is. Oh, I've been having an issue with sticky buttons recently here. I click something once and it double clicks all the time. So pardon my my technical difficulty piece here, but here it comes, Rabbit Acts of Kindness.
Rabbit Acts of Kindness, No Bully. Harry, the hard of hearing, Rabbit attends a special school in Hawaii where he makes new friends and learns sign language and finger spelling. One day, on his way home, two bullies tease and frighten him. In a panic, Harry dashes to the ocean and jumps in. He is rescued by a kind turtle named Tico and safely delivered to Rabbit Island. Harry must summon all of his courage to find his way back. With the help of others who are also stranded, he builds a magical boat and his team undertakes a heroic voyage home. Together they face the bullies and arrive just in time for spectacular rainbow birthday party. Created by Marianne of Waikiki, just for you. Do you have a brave heart? You can learn the fingerspelling ASL alphabet. Visit the Acts of Kindness series YouTube channel. Meet Chelsea the Courageous Sign Language Chicken and Eve, the fingerspelling Bumblebee. Get your copy of the coloring book today. Play the game app and pledge to spread kindness everywhere. And rock your style with our exclusive Rabbit Acts of Kindness No Bullying t-shirt. Get your copy of Rabbit Act of Kindness, No Bully today. Available on Amazon and actoffkindnessseries.com. All U.S. classroom teachers can request copies of the books, coloring books, and Folkmanist puppets for every student via donorschoose.org.
Excellent. And is that, which book is it that we're reading now? So I know we've got the book club happening here. What is the book? Is that the one that we're doing right now?
I want to say we were doing the one that's dedicated to Leon. No, I don't know that it's the one that she's showing right now. I think it's a different one.
The one. Okay. All good. Just trying to give the update on here for that.
Yes, that's right, Emily. We're gonna be reading a little bit later, Cool Acts of Kindness dedicated to Liam, chapter 2. So, but it's Easter, so we wanted to showcase this. So Sue, we'll see if Santa Papa John rolls up in the next half hour. If not, then we can finish the hour with the other book trailer video and reading of the book.
Perfect. Excellent. As I was just going to pull up the other one so we can get it poised and ready to go. And oh, there we go. I found it here. Okay, perfect. So I'll be ready for that when it's time. Excellent. All right. So as far as other things that are happening in our neck of the woods, I know with Project Die Hard, I know there's obviously Tater Days is happening right now, but there are more events coming up in the very, very near future. So if you are not caught up with what's happening in the world of Project Die Hard, this is a great time to find out more, because we do have in about 2 weeks from now our next event, and that would be the Military Expo. That is something that takes place at Discovery Park of America in oh, I forget the town. It's in Tennessee. And you know what? That's super easy to find, because the Military Expo is very well known, to say the least. So Military Expo, Discovery Park of America, so easy to find. So discoveryparkofamerica.com. This is a massive location. Let me share my screen with you guys. The Military Expo is going to be a massive event. It's been taking place for a long time. And look at that. That's the very next thing on here for their events listing. It's coming up April 17th and 18th. And what a great opportunity to show your appreciation, to learn more. It says right here, dive into America's military past and present. All active military personnel and veterans and their guests will receive free admission to Discovery Park on Friday the 17th and Saturday, April 18th. It is sponsored by Dixie Gun Works, Union City Coca-Cola, and supported by Thompson Cat Machinery. And then you can get tickets right online here. I'm going to go ahead and actually, I'm just going to read this so that those that can't see my screen can still hear this. Join us for Discovery Park of America's annual Military Expo, a 2-day event that honors those who have served in the U.S. Armed Forces. The weekend highlights military history and innovation with hands-on experiences, reenactors, and interactive exhibits throughout the park. This year is a live performance of A Revolution of Her Own, an acclaimed living history program about Deborah Sampson, the first woman to professionally fight in the American military. Guests will have the chance to explore historic and modern military equipment, hear personal stories from veterans, and engage with organizations that support today's service members and their families. And you know what? I'm going to put that right in there. That is where we fit in with Project Die Hard. Organizations, being able to engage with those organizations, Project Die Hard, and many, many others that are here to support today's service members and their families. So on Friday the 17th, will be planned with students in mind, and will provide both military and history-related content perfect for school groups. And then there's more information available there. So guests will experience reenactors sharing stories from military history, military vehicles and equipment on display, experts on a variety of topics relevant to the past, present, and future of the military, gallery talks with Discovery Park educators, a live theatrical performance that brings a story from the Revolutionary War to life. And here is a blip about that. So, A Revolution of Her Own, Deborah Sampson from History at Play. And you can experience this remarkable true story of Deborah Sampson in this acclaimed one-woman performance. And that, there actually is a demo clip here, so you're able to find as much info as you would like on this. But look at all these great things that are listed. My goodness. Wow. All these featured guests, reenactors, demonstrators, presenters, vendors and organizations. I am going to go ahead and play this clip that they have on here because I believe this was from last year's. And as you see here, I'm going to keep scrolling for just a moment, but look at all these pictures from last year's event. So you can see how there are so many wonderful people in attendance and watching what's happening here and participating in this event. So if you're anywhere in the area of Discovery Park of America 2 weekends from now, this is not to be missed. Again, Friday the 17th, Saturday the 18th of April for the Military Expo at Discovery Park of America. So great things happening in the world of Project Die Hard, and I'm seeing Shella is here. Yay! Always good to see her in joining us too. So whenever you want to hop on in, you are more than welcome to join the conversation here. This is such a great weekend, such a great day to be together, and I've got the happy birthday up here because it is Emily's birthday today. So we do have a birthday girl in the house. Let's see. So I had so we have got Marianne on here. We're hoping that Santa Papa John has a chance to pop in because we do still have book club coming up where we'll be reading a chapter from one of Marianne's books here as well. Let's see. And I can pop back over. I was talking about upcoming events taking place with Project Die Hard, and one more that I definitely need to make everyone aware of is Operation Big Things, which I've that is the best name ever. Operation Big Things happening at let's see, this is Southpaw Barn Grill. Took me a second to get the name. It's at Southpaw Barn Grill in Murfreesboro, Illinois, and that date is May 23rd. So mark your calendar now for May 23rd from 10:30 a.m. to 17:30. Figure that out. Come on, you can do it. And that is, again, in Murfreesboro, Illinois at Southpaw Barn Grill. So Operation Big Things is an opportunity for folks to come together and show support not only for all the things happening with Project Die Hard, but just our veterans in general. This is meant to be, gosh, they have a massive location. So I don't remember if he said how many square feet this area is. It's big enough to have big parties there, to have, they had a wrestling event take place there. So they had the wrestling mats, they had chairs set up all around, if you can picture, it's a big venue and just open space. There's a bar at the end, and they basically have said, hey, we're opening it up for you guys. Bring in who you'd like to bring in, and the plan is anybody who is a supporter anywhere within the reach of Project Die Hard, in support of Project Die Hard, you are welcome to come on in, set up with us, partner up with us, and make this as much of a big and fun event, well attended. We need people to come who are not just at tables, but checking out what's going on there. As much as it's meant for our military families, it is for everybody. That is something that is truly going to be information and vendors and all the things that are not just military oriented. It truly is open to the public because the businesses that are supporting Project Die Hard are not just here for our vets. They're here for all of us. They just are extra awesome in how they support our community and Project Die Hard specifically. So worth noting, get that date on your calendar, May 23rd. And if you're as close as Murfreesboro, I'm hoping you can also find time to actually see Fabrush in person. It's in Makanda, Illinois, and that is our location. So we have a property there that's 20 acres, with a 10,000 square foot building, and that's part of what we're in the midst of right now, is getting that remodeled, which takes people, volunteers, and money. So we need to get the word out of what needs to get done there so that we can get that done this year, because man, the number of people I've heard Brian say that he's had to turn away because we don't have the location ready yet. Because the intent is for there to be rooms there for as many as a dozen veterans, like singles, plus 2 veteran families to be able to stay there just on a temporary basis for whatever reason that is for them. If it's for a night or if it's for a month or even up to a year, for people to get what they need, whatever help it is that they need, whatever their situation happens to be. If they're a veteran that needs a place, needs support in some way, that is why it's there. And I'm telling you, I've heard so many stories of people calling up Project Die Hard, talking to Brian, and that they could have used that, like they needed this. And we can't bring them in yet because it's not ready. The space literally cannot accommodate people yet. There's, you actually need a lot of things in place, not just the walls, but you got to be ready for that to happen. And we need all the things right now. There is a kitchen that's ready. There's a meeting space that's ready. There's, oh my gosh, the whole grounds. I mean, there's 20 acres there with a pond and all the wonderful things. There's an outdoor structure area where like picnic ready kind of a space. That stuff's all there. But to actually have the accommodations in place that are up to code and all those things that need to happen, that needs to be finished. So we need to get the word out. We need people to keep talking about it, keep sharing it out there, because that's how else we're going to get this done. People need to know, because with the people that know about it now, it's not done yet. We need more people to know. So even if it's a matter of hitting the share button as you're hearing this right now, you can share this out. If it's on YouTube, you can share a YouTube video saying start here and share this to people that you know that haven't heard about it yet, or maybe they haven't, just need that nudge to say, oh yeah, I could do something. Because really, what do we need? We always say, pray for the mission, share it out there, volunteer with us, become a patron. And really, in that order. I mean, think about what it is that you might be able to do with us, us very generally speaking here as far as Project Die Hard. What talents do you have that you may be able to make a difference here? And truly, it could be as simple as hit the like button when there's anything going on with Project Die Hard, whether it's on Facebook, on YouTube, any of those things. Just liking it and sharing it out there so that your networks can see it and hear it, that's massive. So as simple as sharing it out there, talk to people. You run across military folks, we all do. Things come up in conversation where we can make a difference. Talk about it. Tell people we exist. ProjectDieHard.org. And again, volunteering is so easy. We all have different gifts and talents, and that's why it takes a whole bunch of us coming together to actually get the job done. And you could volunteer once for an hour, or you could say, I like what I'm doing here. I can make more of an impact than that hour. I can do an hour a week, or hour a month, whatever it is. It's going to be different for everyone. You could do a one-time thing. You could do something where it's a reoccurring. Because personally, I'm every Monday night. You'll find me on Project Die Hard Mission Monday Update podcast. If you want to know what's going on in the mission, tune in because we talk about it. Brian's there sharing up all the updates that he is aware of. We often have guests coming in and joining us so that we can highlight the things that they're doing and how they support Project Die Hard. The sky's the limit. There's so much happening, so much good taking place. We need to go ahead and continue making that difference. So, and again, what does it take? It takes effort and it takes people coming on in and doing things with us. And we're a great group. We have a good time. It's not like it's like, pulling teeth or anything. It truly is a fun thing to make a difference. And I should revisit that piece of why does Project Die Hard exist? Because veteran suicide is real. It is ridiculous how many vets we lose on a daily basis. Daily. Like The popular number that you hear is 22 a day. I'm telling you, it's more than twice that. The real number is more than twice that number. Let that sink in. Over the course of like this podcast we're doing lasts a total of 2 hours. By the numbers, statistically speaking, 4 veterans will have lost their life to suicide in the amount of time it takes for us to do this podcast. That's somebody's family member, their friend, their parent, One is too many. Can we sit by and not do anything about it? So as far as how numbers work, our veteran population is somewhere around like 6-ish% of our population across our country here. And if you look at the numbers of those in our country that are losing their life to suicide, more than half of the suicides are military veterans, military related. And if that is, if you can follow the numbers there at all, okay, so if only 6% of our population is vets, you would think those losing their life to suicide should be kind of in that same number. Like there'd be like 5-6%, because that would just kind of make sense, right? That's how numbers work. But when you look at it and realize that no, it's more than 50% of the suicides are military personnel, veterans, wherever they land in that, that's a problem. That's an identifiable problem. That's something we can do something about. So, with that, now that you know, you can't unknow. Do something. It may or may not be doing something with Project Die Hard. It might be next time you are talking to somebody who is a vet and they need a moment to talk, you are the ear they listen to. Not hard. Just be there for people. Other things going on with Project Die Hard on a regular basis include the breakfast. The first Wednesday of the month, you can go to the IHOP in Paducah, Kentucky, and join in for the military, the vet breakfast that takes place there. That's been ongoing for years, and it's wildly successful. This last week, if I'm remembering the numbers correctly, we had 40 vets in attendance, 5 of which were first timers coming to the breakfast. So hopefully they become new regulars and they keep coming, because what a great opportunity to just get together and be with that group. It's amazing. So that's always the first Wednesday of the month, and we also have on the third Saturday of the month, we always have the Die Hard Drive, which is a chance to actually get together in person at Fob Rush in McAnda, Illinois, and do things right at the property there. There's things that need to be done on site, maintenance-wise, or who knows what the need is. The need is different every month of what needs to be done. So it's a time to just show up and say, hey, what can I do to help? It's a great opportunity to put boots on the ground and do some good. So feel free to come on out there. Invitation, you don't need an added invitation. You got it. I just gave it to you. It's on the third Saturday of the month. So if you want more details on that, go to that Facebook page, check it out. You'll find whatever you need there. Otherwise, reach out. I have an email address with Project Die Hard, susan@projectdiehard.org. Reach out and find out more. Or if you want to volunteer, you can directly send something to volunteer@projectdiehard.org. Use that email address and say, hey, I can do this, or hey, I've got questions, or whatever it is. Or again, you can reach out to me directly and I can help make that happen too. But that's as simple as that. So I know we're going to be reading with Mary Ann here before we're done. Mary Ann, what time would you like to begin that? I just want to respect your time and in that as well. So whenever you want to get that started, just let me know. Otherwise, I was going to say we do still have Birthday Girl in the house. I wonder if Emily wants to come on in and chat for just a couple more minutes here before we get to the book chapter. So feel free to pop in and join me. And I was going to ask you some fun pieces here. I got to go like this so you can see happy birthday. But I got my my fun background up. And let's see. So I was gonna say grill the birthday girl. That's not what I'm. That's not the right word. I'm gonna play a quick game of 20 questions for you. So they'll be easy. I was just gonna ask, what is your favorite memory from the past year? I know, loaded questions. Anything that stands out for you?
I'm not sure about that one. I'd have to think
That's
about
okay.
that one.
So I'll go for flipping it forward to this coming year. Do you have anything in particular that you know that's coming up this next year that you're really looking forward to?
Well, probably excited of the new shows that we just started or will be starting. So, and I know I mentioned earlier before you came on, Sue, about the Pet Power podcast starting in a few days.
Excellent.
And so yeah, looking forward to all of that.
Yeah, we're speaking of pets, we're getting our fun kitty cat time over at the house here. It's so much fun when we come in and they're like, the cats don't hide for us anymore. They are used to us being, even though it's only just a few times a year, they come running when we get here, which is a lot of fun. Oh, she's going to get something. So it's pretty awesome. The pets are everything to, anyone who's had a pet understands. I know at home Kurt's got the dog and Minnie she is a big piece of our world and miss her when we're not there. And pets make the world a better place. Our pets love us unconditionally. It's like the cats. They come and they're like, let me sit on your lap and just love you. That's just what they do. They are here to have fun and enjoy our time together. So it's pretty awesome that way. I gotta ask Emily then too, favorite pet that you've had? I don't know if I'm wording that right. Mention a pet you've had.
Well, I had a dog for a while. When I was really younger, I had a rabbit for a little while too. So
Rabbits are pretty cool.
yeah. I don't know if I have a favorite though at the moment, but
So if you could
I'm
pick
sort of an
any
animal
pet,
person.
oh, sorry, say that again.
We like any animals.
Yeah, and that makes it fun. I was just
Yeah.
gonna ask if you could if you could pick a pet, if you were to have one, what kind of pet would be your first choice?
Probably a dog, but there'd probably be a few others up there too. A horse or something, but probably a dog. But yeah.
Do you prefer big dogs or little dogs? Or no difference?
I'm not sure there's really a difference. Maybe more medium.
Yeah, easier to handle.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's see. So, not necessarily pets. I'm gonna ask, do you have a favorite animal? Just in general.
Mm, I'm not sure. Probably be sort of the same answer as before. Uh, uh, well, I'm not sure if I'm a huge fan of like spiders and that whole realm,
Same.
but uh,
Not a creepy crawly
nothing,
fan.
nothing against them or anything. It's just not my.
Not my favorite.
But yeah.
With you on that. Let's see. I got to get one more good question here. Ooh, how about a favorite beverage? I'm just thinking it's a birthday thing. Birthdays are our favorite days, so I got favorites on my mind.
I don't know, maybe like chocolate milk or something.
Oh, that's a great choice. Excellent. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I know we do still have a book trailer to watch here, and I can take you off the hot seat. I'm just figuring fun time to highlight you since it's your
Yes.
birthday, and oh, I
Well,
should.
thank you.
I'm seeing lots of different colors here. Favorite color? That'll be my last one for you.
Uh-huh. Not sure, probably between green or purple.
Ah, nice. Well, there's a couple balloons there that are kind of in that realm.
Yeah. Yes.
Excellent. Well, thank you for playing along. Appreciate it.
Yes. Yeah, thank you.
So in
And
Spanish, we say Feliz Cumpleaños is happy birthday. Feliz is happy, Cumpleaños is birthday. Feliz Cumpleaños, Emily. So yeah,
you.
so let's start the book club. We're at the final 15 minutes of the World of Ability podcast. We want to thank our sponsors, Jay Stoyan, the Disability Channel, On the Mark TV, and Nonprofit TV. So Sue, if you could be kind, and two things. This book has a lot of songs from Lucy in it, and this chapter features Pollination and She Believes. It is a song that Lucy Lynch has on YouTube. So I don't know if you can play that at the end for us as well. And just to let you know, a lot of the chapters have songs in it. So I will be able to read it off of my iPhone for everybody. Or if you want to read it, Sue, I put it all in the chat.
oh, actually, let me see if I can see that in the chat. I would be able to do that. I do have the book trailer up and ready here, though. So why don't I go ahead and start with that?
Great, thank you.
For the love of water, World Water Year. Join us as we celebrate World Water Day with the fourth book in the Acts of Kindness series by Marianne of Waikiki. Meet Robo Motivation, a brave robot delivering clean water to schools worldwide. Alongside Waterflow the whale, our deaf ocean hero, they show that every act of kindness can change the world, one drop at a time. Plus, meet Pollination, the inspiring bee championing sustainability, and Mr. Penmanship, the Emperor Penguin, urging you to stand up for climate change by writing to Greenpeace. Powered by Lucy Lynch's Love is the Only Way. This movement reminds us that love, kindness, and action create waves of change. This book is dedicated to Leon McLaughlin, founder of Clean Water Foundation, Seattle, Washington, USA. All U.S. classroom teachers can request copies for every student through DonorsChoose.org. Support a classroom, build a future. Get your copy today on Amazon and visit actofkindnessseries.com. Unite for the love of water.
Beautiful. All right, so let me see if I can make you nice and big on my screen here so that I can, if I can read this. And you know what? Somehow this is not letting me make you big enough for me to be able to read that. My eyeballs are not going to work that that well.
Well, I can take it away. Give me a second here and we'll introduce the characters here.
Sounds good.
Give me a second here too, because get off the file here and oh, give me a second. I'm so sorry here.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah, I thought I'd be able to see it, but it's not quite big enough for me to be able to read.
Websites your competitors don't want you to know.
Okay, so Grateful Gardens is chapter 2, Cool Acts of Kindness. It's dedicated to McLaughlin Clean Water Foundation. The characters in this book are folk manus puppets. They have 200 folk manus puppets, and we're introducing in this Grateful Gardens chapter 2, Pollination, and Bia the Queen, and Wiggly the Wiggly Worm, and Monica the Monarch Butterfly. So the children arrived at camp, ready for their adventures. I'm talking.
And I just lost you, Mariana.
But first, everyone settled into their assigned desks. Headed. I'm sorry, Sue. What did you say?
There you go.
There,
Hey,
yeah, I think we just lost
Can
the
you hear
sound
me?
for just a moment. Yep, you're good. Go ahead.
Hello.
I just want to pop on. I had a bunch of meetings and then I saw that it's your birthday, so I want to hop on and wish you a happy birthday.
Oh, thank you, John.
Yeah, absolutely.
Excellent. Thanks,
Good you
John.
could join us. In fact, Shayla's back too. Or Shayla.
Oh, good.
Awesome. Thanks so much for joining us. Awesome. Shayla's here as well. Welcome. And it's Emily's birthday today.
Yeah, happy birthday, Emily.
Hey, I
Well,
saw the
thank you.
birthday background. Yay. All right, that's exciting. That's very exciting. What are you?
So we were just actually we just lost Marianne. She must have lost her signal here as we're going. She was just about to read because we've been doing a chapter a week from her book, and she was just starting to read it, and then I lost her. So hopefully she'll be back here. But
There she is.
popping back in here. I'm so glad you guys are here.
So on another note, we get a chance. Kurt, I'd like to learn more about Project Die Hard. It looks like is it a vet support organization?
Yes. Veterans
Yeah,
organization all
yeah,
about preventing veteran suicide.
Yeah, no, I'd love to learn more. I've actually have one of our guys on our team is building out, it's called Vet Voice AI. It's a way to connect all the different vet support organizations so they can help support each other.
Awesome.
So, yeah, we can do offline whatever, but we get a chance, let's talk about that. I'd like to, can I go to the website? Is there a Project Die Hard website?
Yep.
Okay.
ProjectDieHard.org.
Perfect. We can talk about that.
Yeah, let's definitely get together on that. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, let's see.
I think
Yes, I am going to be Harvey. Thanks, Emily. Be Dr. Harvey's show next week. Yeah, that'll be fun.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, that'll be good. Be fun.
Very good. And so I think we got Marianne back. I'm just want to check and
back?
see.
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. We lost you there for a moment.
Oh, okay. So Kai said she's a real eco-hero who speaks at the United Nations and works with environmental organizations and governments of many countries. Aloha keiki. That means keiki means children in Hawaiian. Greta began, and we welcome to the Aloha Aina Eco Camp. We are thrilled that you are here. I hope you enjoyed your lunch. Did you know that most of it came straight from our Grateful Gardens to your plates? In fact, she chirped, today you will learn how to grow and harvest your own food. There is nothing more important than this. Greta introduced the children to Bia the queen bee, her assistant pollination, and a beautiful band of butterflies. They would teach them all about making healthy food choices, building rich soil, tending to the gardens and orchards, and all about the power of pollination. Pollination is the beginning of growth cycle, and that's where we come in, said Polly. We honeybees and bumblebees fly from flower to flower, the plants and plants to plants, collecting nectar for our honey making. In the process, we get covered with a fine yellow powder called pollen. We butterflies do the same, said Monica the monarch butterfly. When we gather the sweet nectar and fly from one flower to the next, we spread this powered pollen. This fertilizes the plants so they can make seeds and reproduce. We get the nectar and they get pollinated. It's a win-win. Look around, Bea said enthusiastically. The plants of the earth are your mighty companions. They are quiet, miraculous, and you see because they take the sun's rays and minerals from the soil and turn that into a sustaining food for you and me. Bea then was indeed very proud of the camp's magnificent gardens where butterflies with all sorts of colorful vegetables, carrots and beets, leafy greens, eggplant, asparagus, broccoli, sweet potatoes, squash, herbs, tomatoes, and much, much more. When you eat straight from the garden, you receive the biggest blessing, nutrition to build healthy bones, muscles, teeth, and brains. That afternoon, the children learned that the foundation of any garden begins with building strong soil in which plants can flourish. By making compost from table scraps, old vegetarian, and plant matter, they could build nutrients for the soil. They were introduced to the soil critters, earthworms, and other bugs whose job is to break it down, the green waste, and turn it into new soil. Bea the Queen asked for everyone's attention. I'd like to introduce you to our all-champion composter, Wiggly Willie, the earthworm, she announced. Willie is one of the most hardworking decomposers in our compost pile. He's a soil engineer. Willie was busy digesting an old red apple, but he poked his head out from the compost pile long enough to say hello. The children were fascinated by his hearty appetite. I can make myself long and thin, or I can curl up in a ball and play circle games. I don't have any eyes, but I have 10 hearts, he proudly told them, and I can breathe underwater because I breathe through my skin. Then Wiggly disappeared once again, diving deep into the apple where they would spend the day chopping away until he was certifiably satisfied and satisfied. Next to the gardens was the orchard where the papayas, bananas, apples, oranges, mangoes, avocados, and other tropical fruits like guava, he called it, and lychee were grown. Kai spotted a few ripe guavas that had fallen from the tree. He gathered them up and shared with Nailani. They sunk in their teeth into the tart and sweet fruit, enjoying the pink, tender meat inside. They are full of vitamin C, he said. That afternoon, the children also learned how to prune their plants, feed, water, and tend to them. They did some weeding and harvesting too. When you love the earth loves you, Bea the Queen reminded them. After several hours in the garden, it was time for some rest and relaxation, followed by dinner. That evening, the children gathered around glowing campfire under a star-filled sky to hear the sweet sounds of the musician Lucy Lynch. She played the guitar and serenaded them with her heart song, She Believes. So, Sue, that's the end of the chapter. I don't know if you would be kind enough, if you can find that YouTube song, She Believes. That would end our Chapter 2 of Cool Acts of Kindness, again dedicated to Leon McLaughlin Clean Water Foundation. Thank you so much. Mahalo, Marian of Waikiki.
She believes in a God that sits cross-legged under a tree. And he believes in a God that is up in the sky with a white beard. And I believe in the birds in the sky, 'cause they're singing to me. And so I'm asking you, who do you think you are? A dragonfly, a lullaby, or a magic star? Did you ever feel the ocean breeze on your beautiful skin? Did you ever hear the sound of waves and how they roll in? Did you ever listen to the song of the wind? Did you ever kiss a hummingbird on its cute little chin? And you know, none of this really matters. None of this really matters at all. 'Cause we only got this this moment here and now to share. 'Cause we only got this moment here and now. And she believes in a God that sits cross-legged under a tree. And he believes in a God that is up in the sky with a white beard. And I believe in the birds in the sky, 'cause they're singing to me. And I'm asking you, who do you think you are? A dragonfly, a lullaby, or a rising star? Did you ever dance naked under the full moon? Did you ever climb a mountain and thought you might swoon? Did you ever run barefoot through orange autumn leaves? Did you ever count all the blessings that you receive? And you know, none of this really matters. None of this really matters at all. 'Cause we only got this moment here and now to share. 'Cause we only got this moment here and now. And she believes in a God that sits cross-legged under a tree. And he believes in a God that is up in the sky with a white beard. And I believe in the birds in the sky, 'cause they're singing to me. And now I'm asking you, who do you think you are? A dragonfly, a lullaby, or a rising star?
Wow. Did you sing that, Marianne?
No, that's Lucy Lynch.
Oh, okay, yes. Very pretty.
Yes, so she was a singer at the Unity Church of Hawaii. And on Easter, I met my deaf friend Scott. And that's how we met. I saw him walking down Waikiki with hearing aids. And I tapped on his shoulder and I said, "Do you know sign language?" And he said, "Yes." And we went and had brunch. And
Nice.
so that's how it all started. I started signing at the church, and Lucy Lynch sang, and her beautiful angelic voice that she came out with an album with The Perfect Wave. And then that was the first book, Underwater Acts of Kindness. The second book was Rabbit Acts of Kindness, No Bully. And then I went and sailed and came home, and she wrote that, and I just got tears of joy. Like, the universe told me this was my next purpose, and putting them together into a book, because the vision is to bring them into animation movies. Having completed the series for climate change dedicated to Leon McLaughlin, and she came out with these 4 solo songs. So those are all the lyrics.
Oh.
Again, as you can see, the vision and hear it is to bring them into animation movies, and no one has done that with sign language characters. But she's got a beautiful angelic voice, and we want to share the good news of peace, love, and happiness on this Easter. And thank you so much. Mahalo. Thank you for listening. I'm glad you enjoyed it. We'll continue to do that. There's many songs in each of the chapters. And yes, so again, thank you very much. So let me just ask you, before we end the show, who do you think you are? A dragonfly? A shooting star? What do you think you are? I'm a shooting star today. Thank you. What about you, John? What are you?
What am I today? Like an object or something? I'm actually feeling pretty good. It's been a good weekend, getting lots of stuff done. I had a class this morning with some people I certified. They're loving it. So I don't know whether it be a butterfly. I don't know if somebody happy. I don't know.
There you go.
Something.
A shooting star, a dragonfly, a butterfly, a bumblebee.
Yeah.
What about you, Shania?
Yeah, Shella, how about you?
That's a good question. I like that butterfly. I mean, it's like an evolution.
Mhm.
I'm gonna be a mix. I'm like shooting star and a butterfly mixed. There we go.
I like that. Reminds
Yeah,
me of fireworks.
there we go. That is who I am. There we go.
Excellent. I love it. Yeah, what a great group. You guys are amazing. I love what's all happening here with let's see, and I see that uh so John, I see you're a guest next week with Dr. Harvey's show. You want to give us a
Yeah.
couple of details there?
Yeah, actually, so I've known Harvey for a while, and Maury. We've been on some stuff together, and just gotten to know him for a while. And he's just launching this new health health podcast show,
Mhm.
and asked me to be the speaker this week, so I will be. So it'll be fun. I speak at, I do so many different podcasts because it's so many different areas, everything from parents to business to sports and health. So this will be a fun one, and Harvey's a good guy, so I'm sure there'll be some good questions.
Yeah, he's fantastic. He was just on here with us last week too. He
Oh,
pops
he
in and
was. I
joins us
missed
here every
him.
so often. Yeah.
Yeah.
And actually,
Cool.
Shella, I'm not sure if you had a chance to meet Dr. Harvey yet.
No, I must have missed him. I think I was
Very
up
interesting guy.
last week. I might have
Yeah, his
popped in
last,
last week really quickly, but I missed him.
yeah, his last name is Loomstein.
No, haven't met him, but would love to meet him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
We'll come to his
interesting.
show.
All right.
Yeah.
And actually, you got to remind me, what time is his show? It's on, we've got a few
Like,
new ones starting, and actually, Emily, if you're there, maybe you've got it off the top of your
It's
head. I don't have it right in front of me.
it's Thursday at 9 Pacific, so that would be 11 Central Time.
Perfect. So Thursday morning, 11 Central, 9 Pacific. Perfect. Definitely be tuning in for that.
It
Should
sounds
be good.
exciting. Sounds like a great show to be on.
And Shella, I know we're kind of at the end of our time here, but I want to give you a quick moment to share anything that's going on in your corner of the world too.
You know what? I was putting together some podcast images, so I'm kind of excited. Yeah, I know.
Excellent.
Yeah, yes. So
Good.
that is in the works, and yeah, I'm kind of finalizing that down. But the impact it's big, and you've heard about it before. And yeah, so just in like 2 seconds, I represent a nonprofit, and the only reason they exist is to give you health care. And it's better cost. So if you're priced out of healthcare or don't have healthcare for 50 to 70% less than traditional insurance, we will give you major medical, and we care about it. We care. We actually care about you. We're going to give you freedom. We're going to give you some respect, and we're going to give you choice. And so that is what I do as a healthcare advocate and disruptor. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. It is incredible. And you know what? I will take a minute and see if I can find some information, drop it in the chat.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Excellent. Because actually, have you and John met before? I'm trying to think if you guys have.
Well, I think once before maybe we were
Okay.
on together.
Well, we were on together once before.
Yeah.
Once before. And so I'll just pop my mission. I have a mission too. So my mission is to positively impact everyone who crosses my path and to really create win-win partnerships and collaborations for people. Yeah, and that is what I do.
Oh, I like that. Leave no one behind. Perfectly.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, look, I can do what I can do. I can advocate for them. And if people, I can't force people to come with me, but I will give them every available opportunity to be supported by me and the team. Yeah.
Love it.
Absolutely. Thank you. Yeah, so it's great. Happy birthday again, Emily. And it's great to see your smiling face, Sue. Great to see you again, John and Marianne. And I guess time.
Excellent.
Saving the chat here.
Yep, you should.
Yeah, maybe I don't know who you partner with, but what I do is I help people outside the medical community with a lot of things, but one of those areas is any type of brain trauma, concussions, TBI, autism, ADHD. In fact, the Blessed Certified was on earlier. That's their market. just looking through, and I am a hardworking business owner, so maybe I'll have to look at what you do in your healthcare. Yeah, exactly, right.
We should connect. Let's connect. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Great.
Bring up my document over here. My latest, I'll put mine in there too, but my latest thing now is for entrepreneurs. Because I work with so many different people, but my latest thing, and you guys tell me if this resonates with you. I've actually, have you guys read the Hermosi's book at all? $100 million Offers. Oh, highly recommend it. It's so good. And so I'm redoing all my offers. This one specifically is for business owners and entrepreneurs because we actually can help you create time. When you can get whatever you're doing done 10 to 50% faster, then you're actually creating time.
Oh, wow. I like that. Time is valuable. You never get it back. Time is so valuable. You never get it back. Wow. All right. Yeah. So we should talk to each other offline and then
I'd love to do that.
Yeah.
I'm actually just gonna copy this real quick. Oops. I hate the way chat works. Hold on one second. I'm just gonna copy your information.
Right.
That's part of what I love about this. We have so many great, wonderful people who come in here and are part of this massive, wonderful community. World of Ability is truly something that I can't say enough good things about all of you guys coming on in here and sharing what you do and being there for each other. And, the connections that get made here are spectacular. I love to see it. I loved whatever I can do to help with the connecting taking place too. Please keep me in the middle of it. I would love to keep those introductions going because that's where the magic happens.
Well, and you guys know so many interesting people. I mean, every time I'm on here, I meet someone else interesting. So that's really cool.
Yeah, definitely a blessed group. I appreciate every bit of it and every bit of you guys coming here and joining in too. And I know, Marianne with her book that we've been doing a chapter a week, and we're on book number 2 here of hers, and it's been fun to get to enjoy.
And we got some music today too, which is good.
It is. It really is. Yeah. Well, it was great connecting with you again.
Yeah, you guys too. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, Easter weekend.
Excellent. Thank you so much, as always, from all of us here with World of Ability podcast. And Emily, one more time, happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Emily! Yes,
make it the best day ever.
Happy birthday!
Thank you so much, and